Okay, I've already done my lightweight exercises. I'm out here walking my mile, right? Got on my my wig. I want to get me a pixie wig, right? That's next. I love that pixie style. I wish I could find somebody that could make it for me so that it fits my face. But yeah, I've been up. I've been up since I think about 6 o'clock. Of course, it was another one of those I can't breathe, you know, and decided to stay awake. And I got my lightweight exercises in. And I was like, well, you can stop there if you want. And I was like, well, why stop there? Why not just do your walk, get that over with, and then you'll be done for the day, right? Because I'm not really sure how I'm going to implement the heavy weights. So I'm out here doing my little walk while I'm waiting for my orders to come in. I got several orders that should be coming in, but the main one that I know is totally reliable is Walmart. Walmart will be here between 9 and 11. Okay? And it's now 8:45 a.m. Okay? So yeah, I'm real happy about that. Oh my God, I spent the night looking at this woman bodybuilder and how she's using electrical muscle stimulation to enhance her body muscles. And I was sold. I was like, I want that. I want that. Right? Where you can still do your regular exercise with electrical stimulation enhancements, and it will increase, your muscle stimulations to where a 20-minute workout is equivalent to like a 3-hour workout. And I'm like, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. And I watched it like hours and hours, and she was also making a lot of foods using egg whites. And I was like, yeah, she eating all that angel food bread. I'm gonna have to do that too. Angel food bread. No sugar, just flavor and a lot of energy. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to do it. So anyway, that will be next. And I'm pleased, at my progress. I can't deny. If I'm really on track the way I want to be, tomorrow is when I'll start doing the weights. Yeah. So, of course, it's another rainy day today. It's rainy and cold. It's in the 40s. And yeah. So I don't even have to think about going outside. Just like, do what you do inside. It's just another day. Another day. Just another day. right? So, I don't really have a lot to talk about besides fitness. I did just finish watching a video where this lady called herself a 304. And it was like a day in the life of a 304. And I was like, oh. She called herself Bubbles. And I'm like, oh. You know. So, I don't have a problem with 304s. Right? Because the problem that I have is with the people that create the 304s. There wouldn't be 304s if people could survive. It wouldn't be 304s if people could just survive. You know, that we all got our basic necessities. And, you know, there wasn't all of this exploitation out here that people do to amuse themselves. So, yeah. I wrote in my journal today because I had a lot on my mind and I had to get it out. So, at least I got it out. I need to also you know, come up with a plan. I haven't been doing the resumes. I have not. I guess because I'm not even checking my messages to see if anybody's responding to my resume. But it's still because I'm you know, I'm trying to still get over this sickness. It's still, you hear that? Yeah. I have congestion, I don't know, bronchitis or something. I don't like it. And a lot of people have also succumbed to this fluctuation in warm weather, cold weather, warm weather, cold weather. And I'm like, why? Why make people suffer like that? You know, if you just want to kill them, just kill them. You think they don't know the manipulation of the weather? They know. You manipulate the weather. They know. And the majority of the time is that they want the weather to be colder than what it actually is. And in the process of them trying to make it colder than what it actually is, that shit gets fabricated into the earth, and boom. Now we have massive freezes, right? Fast freezes and stuff that never happened before. We never had fast freezes. But anyway, we're like, well, we'll be alive until our very last breath. Damn it. Right? We'll be alive until our very last breath. So anyway, I'm liking this pose right here. It looks pretty good to me. What do you think? One lap down, 3 to go. So, I need to get a little lighter on my feet, that's for sure. I'm glad I didn't throw away my Temu tennis shoes because I surely am wearing those in the house. They're so comfortable. And they're cuter than Skechers. Right? So, still on my spiritual journey. I went to Southwest Airlines yesterday and had to reestablish myself on the reward program because the last time I used it was when I had iPhone and iCloud, and I don't have that access anymore. So she told me now that the points are lifetime points, whereas before they were within the year. It's like, oh, okay. So that was definitely a good thing to do. So I should be getting a new card in the mail. You know, my American Airlines points, I usually use them with Amazon. What else? Even though I haven't been anywhere lately. So it's just that I don't anticipate that's going to be forever. I anticipate that travel is on the horizon. Yes. And this 64-year-old woman, which I'm not 64 yet, but soon, this 64-year-old woman is gonna feel good, look good, while she doing her thing, right? And yeah. So the first thing you have to do is just put one foot in front of the other and take the first step. And then the next step, and the next step. And then you'll realize that you've gone somewhere. Without even realizing it. You'll end up someplace. So, I've been also keeping my ear to the ground about, travel restrictions for Americans. Yes. Some of y'all won't be able to leave the country. They don't want you in the other countries. They don't want your ass. Okay? So yeah, it's interesting just to smile even though you don't have nothing to smile about, right? You just smiling. Now this pose right here, it kind of reminds me of my grantee. She had, oh my gosh, she had a beautiful bone structure. Very feminine, but yet strong. Rest in peace, Grantee. Right? Some of the other things that I was thinking about was how my grandmother was one of the first blacks that had even bought a house in Linwood, California. And she was telling me that the racism was real. It's like, yeah, I know. I don't know what to tell you about it, but I know. I don't think, I'm powerful enough to do anything about it. But yeah, I know racism exists. I'm like everybody else. Standing around talking about, well, what can we do about racism? Because right now, one of the biggest prejudices that is going on right now is the single-minded ego versus the plural-minded ego. I am a single-minded ego by nature. Okay? My oldest daughter is a plural-minded ego by nature. You can train yourself out of your natural situation, but that's not easy. Because you do have to look from a higher elevation. And not all the time is that easy. A lot of the single-minded egos have been beaten up upon by the plural-minded egos who think that everybody's supposed to be the way that they think everybody's supposed to be the way that they are because their entourage is usually other plural-minded egos, right? And even though they may have associates that are single-minded egos, if they really thought about it, they would be like, the single-minded egos, they don't really hang out. They come around, but they don't hang out. Right? And you can't tell them that single-minded egos think and process the world differently than a plural-minded person. They don't understand. They're like, oh, you just must be immature. You must not have the conscientiousness to be one, all one, right? And you look at them like, okay, I realize we're all one, but the idea of giving up my individuality is a very complex decision to make for a single-minded ego. They won't. They can pretend, right? We do that all the time. right? We do that when we're around other people that are plural-minded egos, right? In order to blend in, right? And one guy had said it so clear and so plain. He said, I can't believe that the workplace wants me to leave my ego at the door before I go to work. And I was like, yeah, they do want you to leave your ego at the door. And he was like, you don't pay me enough to leave my ego and get beside myself and come in there as an empty vessel and try to be you. And I was laughing. I was laughing my ass off. But it's true. It's very true. Single-minded egos cannot disengage themselves and become a part of the group because they were intended to be single-minded egos. Right? If I was to refer to a tree, the single-minded egos are the trunks. And the plural-minded egos are all of the branches that think as one. Right? Otherwise, it would be a bush. Wouldn't it? Think about it. A bush doesn't have a trunk. It just has a lot of different branches, but it does have some main artilleries, for the branches. What do you think? So, got one more lap to go after this one finishes. And then my Walmart order should be arriving. I got my coffee espresso brewing. So, yeah, I'm so glad that I did decide to go ahead and do my walk. I'm always surprised that I dread walking. I don't want to walk. But then, once I get my walk on, then I feel so much better. It's like, I got those endorphins. Woo-wee! Yeah. So, hold on.